All right, what's up, y'all? Katie Taylor against Delfine Persoon is on tomorrow. The Zone Part Two. This is the rematch. Quick video. I was there for the first fight. That was a night of. I mean, it was a great moment to be there in Madison Square Garden. A lot of big fights that night. But listen, that was a. I remember that fight clearly. I was there that night. Um, that's the night that AJ lost to Andy Ruiz. Uh, that was a night that I thought Katie Taylor lost to Persoon. And, even I think Josh Kelly fought that night to Ray Robinson. I didn't think he won that fight. Or maybe he just looked really bad. But that was just a weird night of boxing, And the rematch is tomorrow. Um, what do I think about it? Well, I don't think Persoon really needs to change anything. She's not the better boxer. She's gonna come forward. She's gonna throw a lot of punches, and all you can do is most people think you won the fight. So why change anything? If you have a different set of judges, you, if you do the same thing and it's the same outcome, you're probably gonna get the nod. Hopefully. You know, Katie Taylor, on the other hand, I was watching a little bit of the fight earlier. Uh, I think Katie Taylor, she slipped a lot of shots and landed some good counters. Like her check left hook was on point. I just think that when she counters, she needs to throw more combinations. She was just a little too safe. And when you're fighting against a person that's throwing that many punches, especially because Pursuit was like landing 3, 4 shots at a time at one point. I think maybe in sometime in the third round or so, she was throwing a lot of shots and she was landing because Katie was relying so much on her feet and moving. Pursuit was on her ass the whole time. So when Katie would move, Pursuit would follow up and keep throwing punches. And I don't think Katie expected that. So she needs to keep her guard up. She's good. She's real slick. She's really, really slick. But she needs to keep that guard up. And when she does counter, she needs to throw more punches. Don't counter with just one punch. Follow it up with some more combinations. The second thing she needs to do is go to the body. Counter to the body. You gotta slow this chick down because Katie's power wasn't effective. It wasn't slowing Pursuit's power. Slowing. It wasn't slowing her down. She was on the attack the whole time. She was on this chick's heels the entire time. So in this rematch, you got to go to her body. You got to find a way to slow Pursuit down because that chick doesn't care about your power. But you got to go to the body. You got to go to the body. That's the only way. You got to throw more combinations when you counter, and you got to go to the body. And that's the only two things that I can see Katie doing in order to win this fight. Because if she goes in there and does this same exact game plan, listen, Delphine already felt your power. She already knows you can't really hurt her. She knows she can't outbox you. So she's just going to come in and try to maul you. She's going to make it an ugly fight. Most people think she won anyway. It's up to Katie. The pressure is on Katie. And I hope Katie wins because I like her style. I'm rooting for Katie because she's nice. She's really, really good. She got real good skills. She's really slick. Like, she's nice. But when you're a good boxer, these pressure boxers, these pressure fighters, those always are the ones that could take you out. It doesn't matter how skillful you are. When someone is just coming and throwing punches and throwing a lot of them and not giving you any space to think, to breathe, that's how you lose the fights. It doesn't matter how skillful and talented you are. You know? Delphine turned that first fight into her fight, and Katie fought it. And Katie didn't win to me. It was still very competitive. I don't think she won. It was a good fight. It was close, but I didn't think Katie won, in my opinion. But if she is to counter and throw some combination, hit her 3 times. Don't just don't just throw the check left hook. Follow it up with a right hand or counter it to the body. Throw that hook to the body. She'll feel that shit. Knock the wind out of her. Gotta be done. Gotta be done. I'm gonna just leave it at that. Fight is tomorrow night. Not me tomorrow. I think it's actually early on the zone. All right. So be on the lookout on for the fight on the zone. Okay, and I believe Sky Sports is gonna be showing it too, wherever you're at. All right. Good fight though. Looking forward to it. See you guys later.